and putting the Lakers back up by 11.
You mentioned that jet fuel, and that's what Jordan Farmar, the thing that's impressive about him, that he plays with a large amount of confidence, does Jordan Farmar.
We haven't seen Kobe Bryant here in the fourth quarter. Watson drawing contact to the free throw line goes the Earl. Kobe could be done for the night, the way things are going for this team.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Kobe Bryant will be back in this game. And I'd venture to say around the 3-minute mark.
Just to finish.
Just to finish, but by no means is this game over with.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. He's coming off the flu.
Yeah, it would be a perfect opportunity to give him some rest.
They're up 10 points. So if they're able to keep it in that range, just give the guy a little bit of rest. He just got 2 IV bags the other day in Cleveland. That's where normally you're absolutely right. That late stage thing would be his time. And a competitor like, let's go back to the point you made earlier.
Yep.
About how he wants to be like. He's not the kind of guy that's going to take lightly sitting on the bench at any point for any reason. But again, the bench is keeping the Thunder at bay here.
And that's where Phil Jackson does a fine job. He's getting these bench players and second-tier players ready for the playoff because they'll have to carry the load at some point during this young season.
Vujicic, Mim, Farmar, Powell, and Ariza.
I'll tell you what, you talk about Kobe Bryant possibly coming back into the ball game. I was talking to assistant coach Brian Shaw, and he told me the story of when Kobe had 62 points in 3 quarters versus Dallas last year, and Phil pulls him out of the game, and he asked him, hey, do you want to go back in and maybe go for the record? And Kobe says, no, I'll get it later. I'll get it. and I think it might have been 3 or 4 games later, he goes up to Toronto and gives them 81 points. So here he is.
So that takes care of that. The Thunder's Prize Patrol continuing its debut. Swing through town. Your chance to win big. Tomorrow's location, USA Screen Printing and Embroidery, 3100 South Meridian, noon to 1 p.m. Visit tomorrow during that designated period. Score big with Thunder prizes. You might even win tickets to an upcoming game, and you can only win if you watch. It's just that easy. You come to see us play New Orleans next Tuesday. Westbrook with the offensive rebound and the basket. 3 points the hard way.
How about that effort by Westbrook?
But the Thunder unveils its mascot at halftime next Tuesday against the Hornets. Poetic, don't you think, since they popped the NBA lid? Sure. On the Ford Center. I really can't wait to see what it is. I promise you it'll be good, because I know the guys that have been in charge of that program, and it is top shelf.
Well, I'll tell you, since you don't know, I'll tell you what it is. Can I tell you?
Sure, go ahead. But you'd have to kill me.
Well, I don't really have a problem with that.
Choices. Thanks, partner. Thank you very much.
That could be arranged.
Skip pass to Ariza. Durant shuts him down nicely. 5 seconds to shoot. Ariza with the third 3-point goal.
It looked like there was a little hesitation on Kevin's part as to what to do with that one, but you never leave the basketball unguarded.
Lakers benches outscored the Thunder's 31-20.
Oh my goodness.
Westbrook goes down hard. Smith looking for a little bit of love around that rim. He's not going to get it. Odom also back on the floor. Snares the rebound right out of the clutches of Jeff Green. Kobe for 3. Loose ball foul. Mim over the back of Joe Smith. Chris Mim, little used out of the University of Texas. A role player who completely understands that if you're 7 feet tall,
well,
but at the same time, to your point about giving some of the other guys a chance to work in Bynum's absence, and Odom and Gasol have picked him up, and hey, you're okay.
And you remember Odom was a starter before or Bynum got healthy, so he knows his way around the starting lineup.
Who's Bynum?
Bynum brings a presence that, you know, he was playing some phenomenal basketball before he got hurt, and you know, a lot of things that, you know, a lot of hopes and dreams for this Laker team. Yeah, they're still there, but believe me, the absence of Andrew Bynum.
Bynum averaging 14 points and 8 rebounds, shooting 56%. He's been delivering the goods. This is a guy that people thought, is he ever going to blossom? This is what happens when you draft a guy out of high school. Bryant with a long deuce, stepping back, kind of that signature finish.